a sinner. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. In motion, the tight end. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, Downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Gano's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the...
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there on the option. 42 yards. Yeah. Now Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Half 85, 56, 56.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Buffalo
line.
offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to
Put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Out left to Dotson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Allen now on first down. Going right back to Dotson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Now Allen again. And Diggs has it.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll get it up near midfield or 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Down the left sideline.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A handoff, Barkley running left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to speed things up here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Dotson in motion right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To the air, Allen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, the left side caught by Diggs. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. A solid stiff arm. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 149 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my way since a little. Been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f*** how close wheels. You cross that line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them. Oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley. I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Trying to show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even want to turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mouth, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Battles, not taking photographs. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it run. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, the running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking. Is this happening early? If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14. Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 27-yard line.
He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rodgers going to try and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Catch is made by Hardman. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Cook running the slant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 6 yards away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, 46 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.